Well, we're in the Boyle Sports Suite at Croke Park. Very apt, Kevin. This coming weekend is All-Ireland football semi-final. Your beloved Mayo, my beloved Dublin, taking each other on in the first semi-final on Saturday night at 5 o'clock. And Mayo are 4-1, and the draw here is 11-1. Let's have a little bit of a quick chat before we delve in to the actual odds and the betting. Mayo, what a road it's been since they've gone in the back door once again. I thought they were phenomenal in Castlebar on Saturday night against a Donegal side that went in there as favourites. Yeah. What did you make of the game? You were at it, and Mayo, come the hour, come at the man, the big games, they seem to really show up.
Yeah, I mean, the game was phenomenal at the weekend. The atmosphere in Castlebar, the stadium was virtually full 2 hours before the kickoff. I always say that, before the throw-in. It was a phenomenal day. It really was a phenomenal day. Phenomenal performance by everybody. It's telling as well that Mayo are starting to reach that level now of performance with the injuries that they've had across the year. They're all coming back now. Matty Rowan getting game time at the weekend was great. Jason Doherty looks unlikely he's going to be back for this weekend. Bad injury, big shame. He was great at the weekend. But Paddy Durkin back fit at the weekend as well. He was putting in an amazing performance over in Castlebar. So there's him, obviously Lee Keegan as well. Aidan O'Shea, I think he's been Mayo's best player across the course of this year. He's just week in, week out, performance after performance.
He really stood up in a big game, against a big test.
So yeah, I think there will be a bit of confidence instilled in the side after that performance, because it was a brilliant day. Yeah, brilliant performance.
And as well, Kev, the last time Mayo defeated Dublin was 2012. Yeah. And who was manager? None other than James Horan. Yeah, so look, and I don't think Mayo fear Dublin any. The thing that's standing out to me at the moment is the handicap betting. Mayo are getting a 6-point head start at 5-6. Dublin -6 at 11-10, and the draw in the handicap -6, 10-1. Look, Jim Gavin rested plenty of players ahead of this Saturday's game. There'll be wholesale changes for the Dubs. I'd say you might see 8 or 9 different players starting on Saturday night. But as a Mayo man, you've got to be tempted with a +6 handicap.
Yeah, and you've spoke about the recent games over the last 6 or 7 years. There's been very little between the sides. I've been to most of the games when they've been played here, and there's been very little between them. I can't disagree with you saying that probably Mayo should have won at least one of those All-Irelands. Certainly the semi-final, I remember the couple of the replays that they've had as well in the semis. Have been epic games, brilliant games to watch. If you're a backer and you want to go for a bit of value this weekend, certainly at that price, yeah. But Ciarán O'Connor's the most likely one for Mayo, I think. He scored goals throughout. He scored a goal last weekend against Donegal, so he's probably your best bet from Mayo's perspective. But Conor Callaghan, watching Dublin this year, when he burst onto the scene, he scored that early goal against Mayo in the All-Ireland final a couple of seasons ago, and that was his season. I think he got Young Player of the Year that year. Brilliant. He was brilliant.
I'm sorry, before I let you go, who will be victorious on Saturday?
Well, I'll be back in Mayo with the handicap. Let's just say that to start with. I have to go with Mayo. And do you know what? Dublin are just they're phenomenal. I love watching them. I love the style that Jim Gavin gets out of that side. But I have to let my heart rule my head. I've been saying, whenever I've been doing stuff recently, I've been saying, Galway are favourites, Kerry are favourites, and Donegal will beat them. But realistically, in my heart, I've been saying, yeah, Mayo will win these games because I fancy them strongly. Again, going back to the record here, isn't too bad at Croke Park, so this might be the one chance. This might be our year.
In terms of the outright betting, Kevin, Mayo are the outsider of 4, which makes sense because they're playing the favourites. Definitely. But they're 8-1.
Well, realistically, the 50-50 games, if they were playing Kerry probably would go in as favourites with what they did to Mayo down in Killarney early on this year. But it'd be 50-50 in the games against Kerry or Tyrone if they were to win that game. But you're backing them at 8s to win the tournament, but you've got to get beyond Dublin. That's the thing. Yes. But if you get beyond Dublin, who knows? And that's what maybe the value comes into it in that respect, really. That if you're backing them at 8s, really, in most people's mind, to win this weekend, when that is not the case, because whoever they would get in that final, I wouldn't be ruling anything out with Mayo, because it's the way that they are. It's drama all the way with them. So, yeah, 8-1, I wouldn't be touching it. Actually, I wouldn't be touching it at that price. But overall, Dublin are rightly favourites for what they've done over the last few years, but I'd love Mayo to stop 5 in a row.